Hi everyone, it's IvyPetal back, and in today's video I'll be doing a tutorial on how I do my toony paws, for those who wanted to know. So basically you start off with a basic template. This is the first template I ever used, but I now have a different up-to-date one which I use now for my latest paws. So this is just like showing you like how to do a solid colour paw, I guess. But this is the base that I use now. The numbers are where the toes go, so you see the flat edges, and then here I have the toes, the big one and the small one, which I flip either side when drawing on the fur. So you put the small on the 1 and the 4, and then the big on the 2 and the 3, like that. So I'm going to show you how to do the paw. So make sure you spread your hand out on the piece of paper. You can have your fingers any way that you feel comfortable when you're wearing your paws, as I just shown. So once you get your hand in a comfortable position, you then, obviously you can see how small the paper is. So you really need 2 pieces of paper for this. But once you got it all sorted out, just draw around your hand. It doesn't have to be neat, as you're going to be drawing big toe beans anyway. So now that you got your hand drawn down, you now can dot out where the big toes will go. So you're going to dot in between the fingers as equal as possible. So you got 1 dot there, another dot there, 1 there. Don't really need that one there, I think. No, you do. Okay. And obviously you draw your lines in, so that'll be the wrist part. I'll show you there, and then you draw your sections of where your toes will be, like so. So once you got that, you then proceed to draw the toes themselves, and so it'll be sort of like an egg shape, and you repeat that near enough on all your toes. The middle is slightly different because it's obviously connecting to 2 different parts, so it'll be like I don't know what to describe that shape as. It will just be slightly different. But there you go, there's your base lines down. So once you've got that done, obviously you cut it out, but I'll be using my current template. With the fur, you need to make sure the fur is running down your hand, as that's the way you brush a fursuit. So make sure you got the fur the right way, and obviously I have, so I'm going to flip it around and get ready to draw the template. So once you're ready with your template, you put your template down, making sure you have enough room to put all the toes down. Once it's nice and steady, just get it into shot for you. Once it's nice and steady in place, you then grab your Sharpie or pen or whatever you want to use, and obviously you draw around your template, making sure, if you're doing it like me, you flip the toes around so you don't miss out the toes, like that. So obviously here's the templates down. Now to cut them out, making sure when you're cutting them out you don't cut the actual fur fibres itself, because it can make it look very untidy. So when you're using the scissors on the fur, try and wiggle the fur out the way like that, and then cut, because then you don't cut the fibres itself and make it look all like scraggly. So once you've got your templates cut out, you can put them to one side, because now we are moving on to the toe beans and the paw pad. I'm using Minky for this, as this was for a commission a while back. And what we need is little toe bean templates. They're basically like a small egg and a big egg, to describe it perfectly. So you get your templates, and you will then proceed to draw them onto the fabric. So you get your Sharpie, and obviously you draw 2 big eggs and you draw around the small toe bean for the 2 smaller parts. Once you got that base done, you do that twice, as obviously you've got 2 paws to put these on, and then you proceed to cut those out. Now once you have your toe beans all cut out, we are now going to move on to the base paw pad, which I have a template here for. Looks a bit funky, but I'll show you how to draw that template. Obviously you're going to need a fresh new piece of paper to draw this template on. Just move the toe beans out the way. There we go. And how you draw this is you draw like a sort of small circle, like so, and then you're going to draw 2 slightly bigger circles slightly overlapping that, so either side, like that. Doesn't have to be too neat. Well, I'm not drawing it too neat because obviously I have my own template. So once you've got that down, you then can proceed to cut that out. And obviously I cut it out of frame because I'm a pro YouTuber. Anyway, as you can see, you've got your center pad template done. And obviously you then need to grab your fabric again and then draw around your new template and cut that out the fabric. You will also have to draw this out twice onto your fabric for those who don't have common sense to actually draw it out twice like that. And obviously you cut that out. So there we have our now beautiful, fluffy, soft toe beans. We are now going to put them onto the fur fabric. So you need to brush off any excess stuff that's on it and just line it up nicely onto your paw pattern. Once you've got it all nicely lined up, you'll then grab some pins, if you have any, like tacking pins, and pin it into place so they don't move for when you sew them in on the future. So once you've got them all pinned in, you then grab a thread colour that is the most similar colour to your paw pads, and then obviously you'll start to sew in the paw pads to the paw. I use backstitch for this. Obviously some people use sewing machines. I don't like it. But with this, make sure you don't sew it all the way round. So making sure you still have enough room to stick your finger inside the paw pad and the fur, you grab some toy stuffing, which you can find from any hobby craft store or whatever craft store is in your country or whatever, and stuff the paw pad. This will give it like a plushy effect, and obviously you can have as much or as little stuffing in there as you want. Just depends on your preference. And obviously once that's done to your liking, you can sew that up completely. You will then complete this process on all of your paw pads, etc., making it all nice and plushy. I forgot to film myself doing that, completing these paws, but you just sew the halves together. But yeah, hope you like this tutorial. Thank you.